Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Hive is a two-player abstract game with a bug theme. Now, this is a game I actually quite like a lot, but you're going to find out I'm going to purge it, and I'll tell you the reason why. My wife won't play it. It has bugs on it. She just won't play it. It's one of her things. She'll play nearly anything with me. Now, normally she's going to like the heavier Euros, like Great Western Trail, Agricola, Caverna, Feast for Odin, and she loves it with Rosenberg. But she will play games like this with me, these little abstract games, because they're quick, they're easy, it's got deep strategy in it, even though the rules are very simple, and Hive does that, but she doesn't like the bug theme, so she won't play it. So let's get past that immediately. What you're going to get is a little bug theme where you're trying to capture the queen, and each of the pieces or bugs, kind of like chess, will move a little bit differently or do something different, and you have to kind of program that in. There's a game I reviewed a while ago called For the Win that is very much like this, but this one is kind of the granddaddy of them all. This is the most popular one, I think, is Hive. This is one I think most people probably should have in their collection. I think for a little two-player, fast, quick, playing abstract game, everything kind of moves a little bit different. You got to think, wow, that guy moves this way. And when you get the expansion, you can add just like one little piece, that one little extra wrinkle in it will change everything in this game. Very fun, very good abstract game, one I can highly recommend that I think most gamers should have in their collection. It didn't work for us for the reasons stated, but this is what I'm telling you. It's going to be hard to pass up. If you haven't played Hive and you're looking for a little two-player abstract game, this is probably where you want to start. This is a very, very strong addition to your library. So this is Hive in the yellow box. I don't really know what you would say this version was, but there's a lot of different versions of this game that you can buy. This is the version that I have. And you're going to get a rule book, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes. And then just a bunch of wooden pieces in here. So you can see the different animals of the different colors. Very easy to see. You can see how thick these are. These are some very, very nice pieces. Only on one side, so the other side's not going to have anything on them. And you get quite a few in here. That's literally all of the components. These are fantastic. No problems at all, which is why I was happy with this version and kept it for so long. So here's the rule book, which is a little odd because when you open it up, you read it from top to bottom, which is a little different. Most of them is like this, left to right, but this one's not. You have a table of contents, which is nice. So if you want to refer to a certain piece, you can go right to it. And it just kind of takes you through. There's pictures. The font is very big. I like this quite a bit. This game is very simple. And I think this rule book does a fantastic job. It tells you how to win, how to go through. The rules are very simple. Then once you get back here, it starts telling you how the different pieces will work. Excellent. You probably need 10-15 minutes to get through this, and you'll be up and running. And you'll just kind of refer to the table of contents to what the actual pieces do. So this is a two-player only game. Each player is going to get either the white or the blue. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to completely surround somebody's queen. And once that's able to occur, then you would win the game. Now, for the first 4 rounds of the game, you can put one of these out, and the other person will put one out, and you'll start building. So for the first 4 rounds, you can bring out, it just has to touch another one of your bugs. That's for the first 4 rounds. So you can either put one out or you can start moving them. I'll get to the moving. By the 4th round, you have to have your queen out. And that's what you'll have to happen. So by the 4th round. And after the 4th round, then what you'll do is you can just move things around on the board. So when the game starts, you're going to have a couple pieces out for each of the colors. Then on your turn, you have to place these out. They just have to touch yours. Now within the first 4 movements, you do have to put the queen out. So at some point, the queens will come out. Once the queens are out, then you can start moving people around, or you can continue to place out more of these bugs. And I'm going to kind of place these out, and I'm going to show you what some of these bugs do. Now, the queen, you can always move the queen 1 space. Now, what you can't do is you couldn't move it in such a way that leaves somebody off here by themselves. So they're on themselves, you can't. But I can definitely move it 1 spot here, and these are connected. So the queen can move in any direction 1 space. See how that works? Now the beetle, which you'll see here, the beetle can always move 1 space, but it can move on top of somebody else. So in this starter kit, it's the only one that can move on top of somebody. Now the reason why you want to move on top of somebody now is the piece on the bottom of it cannot move. So that is stuck there as long as the beetle is on top of it. Now the grasshoppers are pretty nice. Let me get you a situation here with the grasshoppers. So if you have a situation like this, the grasshoppers can always move in a straight line to the end of it. So if they were there, he could move there. On another turn, the grasshopper could move up here. So it's always a straight line, and you go to the last open spot. You can kind of see the spider here. So the spider can always move 3 spaces, but it has to be a direct line. So let me give you an example. Let's say the spider is up here. I can move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. 3 spaces in the same line. If he was here, 1, 2, 3, I could get him over there. So 3 spaces in a straight line. Now the soldier ant is a little bit different. That's these guys right here. Now let's say this isn't here. The soldier ant can move anywhere it wants around the hive. So if it's right here, I can move it all the way over there. Or I can move it over here. It doesn't matter. Anywhere around. Once again, you can continue to do this until you're able to completely surround the queen. Once the queen is surrounded, then the game will end and you'll have your winner. Who should buy this game? Anyone looking for a 2-player abstract. If you're playing a 2-player abstract, maybe you're in a chess, you know somebody's in chess, Hive is where I would tell them to dive in. This is a great addition to your library. You can add in the little one-piece expansions in later if you want to, but this Hive set was really, really good. It's exactly where I would tell people to start at, and I think pretty much everybody should have this in their collection, even though it's a purge for us because of my wife's playing style, but preferred themes, I should say. This is one that will really work for you and one I highly, highly, highly recommend you check out.